Hi, it's Lucas with Yoga Body, and I'm recruiting future yoga teachers. And one thing that I find is that people considering becoming a yoga teacher, they often have doubts and worries and suspicions about teaching, and I think it's best just to address those head on. One of the biggest suspicions or doubts or worries that new teachers have is that they'll get bored, and they see their yoga teacher teaching a fun, dynamic class on a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and it looks like a lot of fun, but they think, what's going to happen 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now? And you're worried that you're going to get bored. And that worry is very, very true. But the reality is, in any job, imagine you have an office job, imagine you have a construction job or a service industry job, any job you have, if you do the exact same thing for 3 years straight, of course you'll get bored. Yoga teaching is no different. In order for things to stay interesting and to stay challenging, you need to diversify and you need to grow. For our graduates and our trainees, what that looks like is usually in the first year, they're mostly teaching classes. By year 2, most people are working with private clients. They're teaching in a corporate setting. Many are teaching workshops, even training and retreats as well. So very quickly, their work gets very diverse and it's not boring at all. In fact, it can be very, very challenging. The second big concern, for some people it's number one, is how do I make any money teaching yoga? There's a stereotype that yoga teachers are broke, and it's pretty true. Most yoga teachers are pretty broke. They're teaching 2 or 3 classes a week, so they're working about 2 or 3 hours per week. And if you've ever tried to earn a full-time living working 2 or 3 hours a week, well, good luck with that. It's really hard. But our graduates and our trainees, they treat this like a career, which means they're working 30 or 35, even 40 hours a week, not just teaching, but also working in a different capacity as a yoga instructor. That might mean coaching, that might mean privates or corporate clients. In many cases, it means working on social media or working online. But when you start to treat this not just like a teaching gig, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, but absolutely like a career, very quickly you can find you can make a comfortable living. Now, let's not kid ourselves. If you're looking to become a millionaire, teaching yoga is probably not the way to go. But if you'd like to live a life of purpose and earn a comfortable living, these days, it's totally possible and totally doable. We have thousands of graduates doing it all over the world. The last worry or suspicion that many people have is about burnout. When you look at anything physical, whether it's sports or whether it's dance or whether it's teaching yoga, you're worried that physically, energetically, emotionally, you'll get burnt out and you won't be able to do it anymore. This is both a positive and a negative. The positive is that risk of burnout, it forces you to take care of yourself, meaning you need to eat better, you need to sleep better, you need to stay physically fit, which is kind of a positive pressure from your work. On the flip side, the negative is that it is a very real risk. Some teachers do get burnt out. They even injure themselves or they get overworked. The solution, like I mentioned before, is self-care. And the solution is also, like we chatted about before, diversity of work. So many of our graduates are working with kids in the morning and they're working in a corporate setting in the afternoon and perhaps with a group of athletes in the evening. When your work is more diverse, when you're taking good care of yourself, it's really easy and possible to avoid burnout. When you're considering becoming a yoga teacher, all these doubts and worries are totally appropriate, and it's just a sign that you're making an informed decision. So I'd encourage you to ask good questions, dig deep, make sure it's the right thing for you. If you're on this path and you feel like teaching yoga is the way you want to go, I'd encourage you to visit our website, read stories and watch videos from our past graduates, and see if what we're building here at the Yoga Teachers College resonates and connects with what you'd like to build in your life. Thanks so much for your interest in the Yoga Teachers College. I look forward to reading your application, and I hope you can join us for a course very soon.